It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Check, smash. Check, huh?
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home-run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Deep to return is Darius Davis. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Davis now to return it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Shedding the tackle. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
On first down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First time that they pulled his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives movement.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dio Odangbo collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
3rd and 3.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 30 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check right.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field. I don't think he got there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. The caffeine this offense was looking for.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Evans is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Dolphins 7.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and a yard. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Smith with a grab.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's a handoff to Swift. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to